Hey everybody, what's up? It's Felix The FireCat with Soul Family Productions. Today I am going to cover a couple of topics, and the first one is to address the results of the election. I know that a lot of my friends are really worrying right now, and worrying is energetically meditating on shit and manifesting the one thing you don't want. It's out of great sacrifice that great things are done, and on the other side of my darkness is my light. So it means when I stop worrying, I create the room for hope. What we need right now is to be hopeful that regardless of whatever puppet is running this country, that we as a community can inspire people to do great things and make a difference, regardless of who's running this country. So in order to do that, I believe that what's happening right now is the need to have a backup plan in the event of the worst case scenario. What does the worst case scenario look like? Probably the United States owing $14 trillion globally to other countries, backed by paper, backed by God and not by gold. In 2010, with the stock market crash, we almost saw the fall of the US dollar, and we need to be prepared for the worst case scenario, which looks like democracy failing. This is the second time, by the way, that the popular vote went for the other person, and we wound up with the president that we didn't want. Bush Jr.'s second term was proof that the popular vote doesn't have anything to do with electing the president of our nation. And last night was another just kind of slap to the face that everybody says, go and vote, go and vote. So everybody goes and votes, and popular vote says that America wants the better candidate that we feel is in our best interest, and the Electoral College electing whoever they want. That's scary. Coming from a guy where at their gatherings, they ask Trump supporters what they think of him saying he's going to grab the crotches of women, and they say, oh, that's just him being a man. All men do that. Another person goes and does that, and they call the police, and that person is registered as a sex offender. So he's getting special treatment because he's being elected into office. That's why he can go to fundraisers and claim to support people, and then just get the exposure to sway the bad opinions of him and then not donate. It's the same reason that he can say that he wants to make America great again, and that's for white America. That is ignoring the minorities and ignoring the ethnic cultures that makes the United States the most diverse, most cultured and culturally diverse continent and country here. And all of that's scary. And so back to the worst case scenario. So they're building a wall. Walls do two things. They keep people out, and they also keep people in. The Mexican border is definitely a place that we should keep in mind as another option if we start to see a major shift in American culture due to the new presidency and who's in office. This brings me to the point of the evening, and that is radical self-reliance and being smart with your resources. In other words, the misappropriation of resources looks like almost all of my friends, they rent to rent, which means They work a job so that they can make enough money to pay rent every month. And that's so that someone else who owns the mortgage doesn't have to pay their mortgage. And what that looks like is for a studio between $600 and $900, for a 1-bedroom between $800 and $1,300, for a 2-bedroom between say $1,400 and $2,000, and between, you know, a 3-bedroom between $2,200 and $3,000 a month for, let's just say, 3 people in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in a decent part of Los Angeles because LA is so expensive. So I spent some time in Arizona and I found a Class C 2010 under 30,000 miles RV with a workstation and a kitchen area that pops out, turns into 2 full-size beds with a full-size bed above the driver with a queen-size bed in the back that has an E450 Ford crate motor that basically, to get your hands on one of these, you need to get a $3,000 to $5,000 deposit, which is between 3 people, between $1,000 and $1,600. Then the remainder, which is $30,000, the least amount of time that you can buy an RV for, the term, is 10 years or 120 months. $30,000 divided by 120 months is $250. Between 3 people is around $75 a month. $85 a month. And instead of paying to be stagnant somewhere and never own the joint, if you allocate the same resources that you would pay for that 3-bedroom apartment with your 2 best friends, you own the RV in 13 months if the lease agreement to buy is $30,000 with $5,000 down. This is for a $50,000 RV that's worth, that you can buy in Arizona for 35 grand all day long. Putting solar on the roof, taking the Tesla battery, which is open source, and putting it underneath the RV, and basically being 0 footprint, self-sustainable and mobile. These 32-foot RVs can sleep 8 comfortably. They will definitely sleep 4, no problem. You and your best friends are mobile, and you can take your resources to pay for the gas to get from city to city, in which every single city that has a beach on the west or east coast of the United States has laws that allows you to park for free in beach cities, because it's not a trailer. You can't park trailers in beach cities. It's illegal. But RVs, for instance, in Venice Beach, Santa Monica, Malibu, as far down as San Diego, as far north as San Francisco, you can park your RV with your friends, not pay any rent. You have a shower, you have a full-blown kitchen, you have a workstation, you have a kitchen area, you have solar, you have a generator, you have everything that you need that you would have in an apartment setting, except you're mobile, which means you get to travel. So all my burners out there, okay? You guys that are taking all your resources, working these day jobs, and then taking a large chunk of that money and giving it to your landlord because he works for the guy who owns the joint, and you're paying off their mortgage. Instead, commit to getting the down payment with your best friends, get your hands on the RV. Now you go on the festival circuit, which happens 8 out of the 12 months of the year, instead of paying for the tickets or getting your ticket comped in exchange for working on the weekend. Now you take your house with your friends to that same festival. You're not paying rent anymore because you're paying off the RV at $250 a month. That's, by the way, that's for a $50,000 RV that you get for 35 grand. You can get a $100,000 RV for 70 grand, and you can pay $500 a month between 3 people. I'm talking about the one model that I, myself, am gonna use in order to create a production house on wheels. Yep. It's gonna have a stage on the top, pyrotechnics. It's gonna have a lifting LED, LCD, liquid LCD screen, so that, you know, companies can pay for advertising. There's going to be sound, there's going to be a DJ booth, there's going to be a Soul Family store where we sell all the wares of all the best designers and all the best creatives, and there's going to be so many different monetary engines under the roof of our mobile command center that we can pump out content and we can raise awareness and we can be where the opportunity is. We don't need to be anchored to something that drains all of our resources. So again, this conversation is about the correct appropriation of best friends' resources for self-sustainability that makes you mobile, that allows you to A, get out of dangerous situations. Like, so something goes down, you're watching television, news channel gets word of it. By the time the news channel gets word of it, it's already too late. Now, how long does it take for you to pack up your whole life, fit it into your cars, and then leave your city and hopefully get to a space where you don't feel threatened? Versus, how long does it take to turn over the key of your RV and drive away? You have Canada and you have Mexico. Two borders. Mexico's the closest if you live in Southern California, okay? And the cost of living in Mexico is way cheaper. And if worst case scenario is you have to figure out how to pay off your RV while living the life in Mexico or going up to Canada, then at least you're with your best friends, you're a family, your resources that you have, the talents that you have, need to work and be wash, rinse, and repeatable, whatever your passions are that support your lifestyles. Now, strategically, you and your best friends can buy RVs. Now you're grounded on wheels. You're able to go where the opportunity is, and you are able to pack up and get out very quickly, and it's self-sustainable and meets all your needs. Hot shower, kitchen for food, office, put a satellite on top of that thing that's run off the solar, makes it so you can receive and pump out emails no matter where you are, or content, or whatever it is that you want to do. And it allows us to really kind of be like desert pirate ninja gypsies. So part of my dream is to have a circus production house on wheels where my friends work for Soul Family, own the RVs, and can do renegade festivals, 50 states and neighboring countries, to spread a positive message of conscious content that raises the love vibration of all those that watch, and inspire them to do more good things in the world and to step into their greatness and their own personal empowerment. And I like to turn my wildest dreams into reality and live my wildest dreams. So my commitment is to hold space for the vision of Soul Family Productions, to create an amazing space for you guys to co-create and to share the self-sustainable models. We're going to be talking about permaculture, aquaponics, everything that has to do with self-sustainability. We're going to be talking about personal health and wellness, and everything that has to do with taking care of yourself so that you can play your righteous role in creation, which is all I have space for. So bring your authenticity to the table. Please subscribe to the Soul Family page. We're going to get 100 subscribers, be able to change the URL, so that's important. And follow me on Facebook under Felix The FireCat and under Soul Family Productions. And look out for more conscious content and downloads with FireCat. Namaste with love, light, and gratitude. Peace, everyone.